Have you ever felt like one hand has only a small idea about the work the other hand is doing? Of course you have. When so many people are contributing in so many different ways, it can feel disconnected. SCPS employees have been working diligently for years on a variety of fronts. The dedication and service is unquestionable. Everyone's goal is to mold excellent students who can achieve at high levels, but sometimes it can feel detached. The good news is so many things are already in place. Now the focus can become tightening up. Teamwork, communication, heightened focus, all revolving around a rigorous curriculum is the solution.
Well, in a nutshell, it's a way to have teachers help teachers. Take all the components they need to think about as they create a lesson and put it into one process. So the things that they get into a classroom and say, I should have thought of that, or thought about before they get to the classroom.
They've been building off all of the learning and work that we've done last year and preparing curriculum for our students to help them meet the standards and help us as teachers have an organized way of helping them learn with purpose.
Rigorous curriculum design is a comprehensive planning process that supports the hard work already done. It's not about doing the work again or even duplicating the work. It's not intended to be busy work or cumbersome. One of the largest components of RCD is taking the units that already exist and increasing the complexity in the ways in which we ask students to think. The goal is to arrive at a comprehensive curriculum that intentionally aligns standards, formal and informal assessments, and engaging student learning experiences. It's about improving instruction to include a variety of strategies, high-order thinking skills, 21st century life skills, data analysis, and so much more.
We're adding not something completely different, but we're adding depth. We're adding the rigor that we need, that we're missing. It's also going to connect with our data teams. We're here for the kids, and the only way we can move them is with the data we've got and making changes. This is what allows us to do that. So it's something that we need to be better teachers. It's not going to be something else on our plate that's going to take up any more time. The time it does take is going to be time that we should be spending working on these things anyway.
Well, raising rigor is important to make sure that all kids are mastering the standards that we're laying out for them. Rigor isn't just simply doing a worksheet and having it completed and then giving it just a random score for it. Rigor is making sure that, for example, if you're working on the basics of argumentation and there's a standard that outlines that all kids need to be able to master incorporating specific elements into a thesis statement. Rigor isn't just making a kid write a thesis statement and then be complete with it. Rigor is making sure that each kid creates a masterful thesis statement that includes multiple elements that is very specific with the claims and the warrants and so on and so forth.
The hard work already put into SITS and BYOC makes this process so much smoother. That work is the foundation for RCD. Without the hours of dedicated service already put in, we'd have to start from scratch. But now our focus can be making a good design great. The era of a one-size-fits-all instructional delivery approach to an entire class of students is gone. To meet the diverse learning needs of today's students in every grade, course, and content area, educators must understand and know when to use specialized instructional strategies and techniques.
I feel like it is a great way to hook the students and get them interested in let them see the real world connections in what you're teaching and why you're teaching them. And I think that using engaging scenarios is a great way to teach across content areas, make connections between math and literacy and science, because you're asking them to solve a real world problem using all of their skills that they've learned, and you're asking them to practice skills that they've been working on. And so when they are working on these engaging scenarios, they are hopefully making connections in their own life and between content areas, and that will make their learning more permanent. I feel like it will stick with them longer, and maybe we won't have some of the problems we have with retention and them losing things over the summer or over the course of a month or two, because they'll always think back to that engaging scenario and we'll be making connections to it.
Our goal is to validate the work you've already done, encourage you to keep succeeding, and foster teamwork. We can transform the students of Shelby County into critical thinkers. Rigorous curriculum design is the beginning to a unified, focused effort. We believe the cohesive, interconnected nature of RCD will move our work to the next level and help us achieve our big goals.